Hi guys, and welcome back to Clannad. So I think I'm really close to the end. I guess we'll see. So let's jump right back in. This time, it's just me. She has a future. It's a very bright one. She's different from you. I'm not saying that you're not suited for her at all. I'm just saying that so you can understand what kind of student she is. And sorry about all the noise, there's motorcycles going by. Well then, he's completely changed from before, speaking in a kind he's completely changed from before, speaking in a kind tone as to persuade me. But being with her is not good for her at all. She's progressing on a different path. That's all. I already know that. Even if you don't tell me, that thought repeats in my head many, many times, because I'm continuing to be with Tomoyo. For some reason, I don't exactly know why she... Though, having said that, it's being quite rude to you. Exactly how is it that girl seems to like you? That's why I brought you here, to have this discussion. To begin with, what about you? Do you want to be with her? I nod lightly. I see. He takes a deep breath, holding his chin with his hand. And suddenly it feels like everything around me has become a threat. Everyone is holding Tomoyo up. As a plague, I cling onto her legs. Tomoyo is pulling me up with her hands, but because I'm such a burden, it's impossible to do anything. While I'm at Sunahara's room during the night, Tomoyo gives me a phone call. Probably about how we weren't able to be together yesterday and today. Tomoyo first apologizes about that. I really don't want this to fall apart. Yeah, I know. Tomoya? What are you angry about? Please tell me. Huh? I could see you've been angry all this time. I'm not. No, you are. Why do you think that? Because I feel like I've been pushed away. That's your imagination. We didn't even kiss. Is that all? You didn't lose interest in me, did you? Though I think that's a bit too much. I wonder what kind of face Tomoyo has as she talks to me through the phone. I can't imagine Tomoyo's face, complaining like this. Tell me, Tomoya. What's bothering you? Please, tell me. For Tomoyo to be this desperate, I must have changed. She hasn't noticed. But that's not her fault. It's not your fault. That's why I only said that. Then what's that? What's not my fault? Please tell me, I'll support you. She says that just for me. Without a doubt, no matter what kind of problem it is, if Tomoyo were here, she'd fight it. Yeah, but it's difficult to say. Why at this time? Tomoyo's voice is bright, wondering if she should leave it be, since she knows it's not her fault. I'm your girlfriend, so open up and consult me. Yeah, I've always been reliant on you. Yeah, and I'm confident I won't lose to any man's girlfriend at all. But, well, it's a bit embarrassing, so forget it. Why is it embarrassing? Wait, somehow I think I know. How? I guess it really is my fault. Huh? Well, you said it was difficult to say, and it was embarrassing. That's what it means, right? Though what she had said was good enough to deceive her. What was said, sorry. And I know we didn't kiss either. And then you're sulking. She understands it by herself. I guess you really are a lech, Tomoya. She is completely off. I suppose I should think about that a little. I'm sure she's thinking that I'm not happy about not having kissed her. She's probably scorning herself doing that. If I deny it, she'll probably try to pry out another reason, so I let her continue on. However, though, I'm glad I got to talk with you, Tomoya. Same here. I think you and I are a good match. Yeah, I guess. Yep, I definitely feel that way. That's why I want to feel confident. Yeah. Let's both do that. Yep. The next day is Saturday, as the afternoon, or in the afternoon means the end of classes. I'm at the bottom of the hill. I promised to wait for her here. I patiently wait for her to come down. The number of students coming home wears thin now. Hey you! One of them talks to me all of a sudden. A familiar face. The one who knows Tomoyo, probably someone from the council. Where's Sakagami? And then I remember the tone of voice he shared now. We met a long while back. Yeah, when I was suspended. This was the guy who talked to me at the bottom of the hill. As always, you don't seem to be reserved towards your seniors. I told you not to be so picky. I'm just surprised that your attitude hasn't changed since you entered the council. I'm not really confident that there are people who can change like that. I guess so. So, where's Sakagami? Dunno. You sure? I remained silent, with just my eyes acknowledging that. But I'd have thought you two would be together from here on out, no? I don't know. You're standing in a place like this, aren't you? Probably thinking of nothing more than her. It's all right, you don't have to answer. But in return, let me wait here as well. Don't. Why? It feels disgusting to wait in the same place with a guy. Well, don't say that. The man does as he pleases, getting in the way and standing beside me. Today there was a bit of a mess, you know. He looks ahead saying that. Because Sakagami disappeared, a lot of problems came up. Everyone held a discussion about what sort of policy to implement. But the council president wasn't around, so we couldn't start anything. Even now, the situation's getting worse and worse. It will probably end up being Sakagami's fault. It's quite regrettable since she's so popular. If we began a meeting with someone who isn't around to hear it, no one will hear anything. Unfortunately, it seems she also has things she wants. More accurately, she's benefiting from everyone's loss. And not caring, everyone gets the short end of the stick as a result. I'm sure no one can see her being like this, I'm sure. That's her charm. Everyone likes her. That's why no one speaks ill of her, even now. But I'm different. I'm not like those guys. I want to bring order. I want to correct these mistakes. If by chance she has a goal, I don't think it will come true with all this happening. And I don't want to see this. How are your records, by the way? Did you read the notice? I didn't. I see. Well, I can imagine that. Then, you can't really struggle and see what kind of trouble she's been going through, can you? Besides, she's working hard. I'm sure that if she has a wish she wants to accomplish, it'll definitely come true. That's what I feel. That's what I want to make sure of. I'm sure she can go even higher than this. If you followed her up there, you'd see everything as pitiful. But wouldn't you want to see it? Well, I can. That's because right now I'm a council member like her. But you're different, aren't you? That's not something you can do. And that's not all. Thanks to you being here, she's being stepped all over, even though she should be aiming high. You know, don't you? She still hasn't come. Maybe I was wrong. Who knows? I turn on my heel. Where are you going? Home. Sorry about that. Even though you were waiting, you only ended up talking to a guy. Indeed. Leaving him, I walked off. One of the branches from the tree up ahead slightly wavered from the wind. As I get closer, I look up. Up on top of the branch is Tomoyo. You noticed, I'm glad. What are you doing in a place like that? Well, when I arrived, there was someone I didn't want to meet, that's all. What, you feel like giving me some service? What do you mean? I can see your panties. Why, you? She jumps off the branch. You really are a lech, aren't you? All guys are like that, you know. Yeah, you did say that before. I wonder what she's so happy about, smiling like that. Oh yeah, here. She's holding out ice cream with both her hands. There's an ice cream shop over there. I thought we could both buy it together, but it looked like they were about to leave, so I bought them ahead. You know, that's pretty skillful of you to be able to hold these and sit on a branch. Well, that's just something I can do. Yeah, I guess so. Oh yeah, you didn't eat the ice cream on Founders Festival, did you? No, wait, you got to eat both of our shares, while I didn't get any. Well, forget about that. Let's just eat this now. But too much time passed, my hands are sticky. Sorry. Here. She presents me with the melted ice cream. I take it and she wipes both our hands. Are you fine with that? I noticed. I'm used to being dirty. I can no longer forgive myself. Even though it's dirty, it's sweet, but it feels disgusting with it being sticky and all. I can just lick my finger. That's okay, but you should eat the ice cream first. The ice cream in my hand thaws, and a drop of it falls on the ground. Sorry. I take the ice cream into my mouth. I notice at this moment how calm this really feels. Could it be that, being with Tomoyo, it was such a painful experience? You eat like a kid. Is it delicious? Yeah, it is. Quite good. Of course it is. That's ice cream from an ice cream shop, after all. She says that as she finishes hers. That's why I'm eating slowly, so as to enjoy the flavor. But Tomoyo, not knowing that, quickly eats mine, believing that there'd be a lot of fun things after this. Yeah, that was delicious. Tomoyo finishes up. I also take in the last mouthful. Again, it sticks on you like you're a kid. She wipes the end of my mouth. There, now you've become a handsome man again. Come on, let's go. Tomoyo takes my hand. She pulls my hand like that, heading to Sunahara's room to wake him up. From that day onward, I think we began like this. From that time onward, I think Tomoyo liked me. Tomoyo. I withdraw my hand softly. We're breaking up. Eh? I didn't hear that clearly. I said we're breaking up. Okay. All right. So, hurry up and say it's a joke. I told you I didn't want to think such painful thoughts. Having fun, making a girl think like that? Come on, why are you... No, this isn't a joke. Tomoyo, this isn't a joke, I'm serious. Why? We're people who shouldn't be together. We're pointed in different directions, that's all. Are you saying I can't be the student council president? That's not the reason at all. It's much bigger than that. You have a lot of things you have to do and everyone's expecting so much from you. Something like that doesn't matter. Then what if I pull you down and these trees, all of them get cut down? Are you okay with that? And for that, you're not going to give up your position, are you? I'm doing my best for everyone. That alone is the same whether or not you're here, Tomoya. But when you lose, you won't have anything to say to anyone, will you? That it's my fault because I was here. That's obvious, isn't it? The only one who hasn't noticed is you. Even then, are you okay with that? From here on out, there'll be a lot of painful things you'll have to go through no matter what. And they'll just keep piling up. And someday, even you will notice that. And when that time comes, a lot of things will come apart on you. Are you still okay with that? As long as you say it's fine, then I wouldn't really mind at all. Are you an idiot? If so, then you should be giving up your position. You have to aim high as much as you can, and never look back. I'm too low after all. I don't want to pull you down anymore. Tomoya, why are you saying something like this? I thought I had finally made up with you. I went through a lot of people to come here. Yesterday's phone call, after making up, I became really happy. I made plans this morning. I thought the first thing we would do was eat ice cream together at lunch. I had searched for the shop to buy this from, and the two of us would eat that, and we'd have a good time throughout the day, and then in the end, go to your house and make up with you. I've always felt relieved being with you from now and onward. That's what I thought, but... Come on, Tomoya. I love you! I want to be with you! Yeah, so do I. Then, but you see, Tomoyo, my feelings are not that of love. Tomoyo's face couldn't make up any sort of feelings. I have pushed her off, cornering her, turning on her. I'm just a really selfish person, even though I've noticed that for a while. I'll say it again. We're breaking up. With those words, she bites on her lips, nodding silently. Even though this feels so lonely, it's so strange how I'm not crying. I'd be troubled if you did. This is your leave after all. You're not in any position to cry at this time, right? Tomoyo, there are a lot of things you have to do. I'm sure you can do it. And then someday, I'll think to myself, I went out with that great person. That's what I'll do. Well, even now I think just that. I think that it's more than that. Yeah. All right. I promise. Tomoyo pushes me away. Tomoya, thanks for going out with a girl such as myself. I'll remember it for the rest of my life. And whatever happens from now on, I'll hold it dear to myself. Yeah, so will I. I could see the council people looking for Tomoyo at the top of the hill. It's time. Later. Take care, Tomoya. She turns her back on me, rising up the hill to where her colleagues are. At the end, I could feel that warmth. At the end, I could feel myself embracing Tomoyo, my girlfriend, who was there with me. But I can no longer do that. I just look up to that place, to the place I've been at for 3 years. And now that I've become alone, I noticed my feelings are that of love. I did love Tomoyo. Yo. What? You look like you got dumped by a girl. Something like that. He's right on the mark. Something like that? You broke up with Tomoyo-chan? Yeah. No way! Even though you guys had that Tomoyo and Tomoya the best relationship going? Don't say something that sounds like a foreign home comedy title. I don't believe it. Why, man? You don't like doing perverted stuff? Don't say perverted. She's just busy, that's all. I see. So that she could pay more attention to the student council? Even then, she must feel pretty bad. I was thinking she'd pick you over the student council if you tell her to choose between the two. That was the reason why. Can anything be done about it now? Why? Because it's such a waste. I'll tell you now, I think Tomoyo-chan is a good girl. Really? Yeah, my eyes don't deceive me. And even though she's a bit harsh on me, she has a pretty good personality. How do I say it? It feels like I'm not holding a grudge on her. That's how it is, really. I never knew you thought so highly of her. I guess. I thought you would be sharp about this. How could you push Tomoyo-chan away when you were so close to her? To be honest, being with a girl during this season is very envious. What do you mean? After we graduate, we'll have to find jobs, right? Yeah. If that happens, we won't have a chance to meet other girls. The meaning is that you should be glad to get a girl for yourself towards the end. I thought you guys would go as far as getting married. Don't say that so easily. Well, right now, everything's all over anyway. Yeah, it's depressing, so don't talk about this again, okay? What are you gonna do when you meet Tomoyo-chan at school? I've already decided on ignoring her. What exactly did you expect a man who got dumped to say? But I think at least a greeting would be nice. You're the type that holds grudges pretty well. Yeah, that's why. Don't you dare make us meet, even if it's just a joke. Yeah, I get it. Even so, Tomoyo-chan came to like that kind of person. What? Nothing. So I guess we'll come to school late again tomorrow. I guess so. If there's anything we have, that's one of our merits. It's nice having these peaceful days. The next morning, somehow I woke up around the same time. I try sleeping in the futon, but after moving my body several times, I finally get up. Why, man? It can't be helped, so like that I attend school mixed in with the rest of the students. In that, I see a familiar yellow head. But that is all the time that I have for this episode, guys, so if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!